The Talkeetna Bachelor auction.
I'm pretty sure there's nothing else like it maybe in the world. It's a one-of-a-kind event.
Just live your dreams, be wild and free. Ain't no need to explain them to me.
It's been going on for 38 years.
It was founded in the Fairview Inn.
We started this whole process in 1981 at the Fairview.
It originally started as a way to draw single women or women in general to a small remote area where there were mostly men.
A bunch of guys got together and said, hey, we need to throw a big party and invite every single woman in the world.
You know, let's have a party and invite every woman in the world to come. And 2 women got off the train.
Our motto is, we have the best damn party of the year.
It was a very small, like in your living room house party, the very first one.
But the auction now has evolved to be the biggest party of the year.
And I also auctioned off a cucumber. And I think the cucumber got more money than the Bachelors.
I say it's damn good to be here. We like to welcome your smile. So just hang on to your sweet thing. We're gonna give you some style.
It was like a talent show.
And now it's kind of like
Now it's still kind of like a talent show with no talent.
All right, ladies, I'm going to tell you a little bit about this package before he comes out.
So I'm sure you'd all like to hear about my package.
Tommy's coming up with a really big package tonight, ladies.
I am used to having a big package. However, I've never been so proud to talk about it before.
What's the best thing I can offer as a bachelor?
Basically the dance.
Me. It's just me. You know what I mean?
I'm just gonna try and dance my ass off, get tastefully slutty.
Watching the local guys strut their stuff down the catwalk, and
I guess I'm going down the catwalk.
auction himself off is pretty awesome.
The ladies love it, you know. I enjoy making them happy.
I don't mean that, guys. I'm just kidding. You're very talented.
Oh, believe me, we find them hot, but we leave them wet.
Mushrooms and bananas, yeah. That's all we got on our mind. That's all I got on my mind. Mushrooms and bananas, well, they make you feel fine, fine, fine. Yeah, they make you feel fine, fine, fine.
The Wilderness Woman competition is probably the most unique thing about the weekend, I think, because it's so tongue-in-cheek.
A lot of what we do is a little tongue-in-cheek, I guess.
After 5 years, it got a little boring.
This was a way to bring some single ladies to town.
And so I added the Wilderness Woman contest, and that involved the girls a little more.
So, you know, they go through their obstacle course, show us that they're as much of a wilderness woman as these guys are an Alaskan man.
The Wilderness Woman contest is if you were living in the bush with a man, what you would have to do to live in the bush.
Well, one of my friends has a remote cabin where she hauls water as well. So I was like, you train just like me, like we have to haul water and, you know, do the same thing.
Even if you're living by yourself or whatever, you got to take care of yourself. And these are just some of the traits that you have to do if you're living off grid.
The idea that the woman is gonna do all the work for the bushman.
And that's where that whole thing originated from. It wasn't, oh, women bow down to men, because we know that's not the fact.
She's gonna handle the sandwich and opening the beer for him.
Is the sandwich making competition still part of it?
Oh, I hope so, because that's fun.
We know that we rule.
I like throwing a beer and a sandwich in someone's face, so.
And they better mind their P's and Q's or we're gonna call them on it.
I know some girls, they love to ski. They're beautiful and strong and they inspire me. With their sparkles and their tutus and their smile so high, they go flying down the mountain like a big ride. They go flying down the mountain like a big ride.
We always have our eyes on the prize, which is our community.
I know when they get up here and start partying, they forget where the money's going, but that's the important part to the Bachelors.
I tried to build the best one-day adventure ever. But the people of Talkeetna are so awesome. I got like 3 weekends of stuff for you.
It's basically people coming together to help a greater good that needs it.
It's actually really a beautiful thing to watch the community coming together for something like this.
Our biggest cause is helping victims of domestic violence.
The amount of money that we raise and hand out to this community is overwhelming.
Alaska is unfortunately well known for its high rates of intimate partner violence and domestic violence in general.
At the end of the auction, it's hard to just hold back your emotions.
If we can help in some small way by throwing a big party, then that's what we do.
This is the strangest people I've ever met in my entire life.
You know, people think of Talkeetna as the crazy hippies
Probably a lot like America used to be everywhere.
and the artsy fartsies.
What brought you to Talkeetna?
The magic.
They know we're a little weird.
I came up here on vacation and just kind of never left.
I came up here that summer and I've never left. I've been up here for 11 years now.
But I think they respect us.
The strength of this community never ceases to amaze me.
It's an all-inclusive community.
It's a small town community that everyone's here for everyone.
One of my first experiences with the Talkeetna community,
We called it Talkeetna Insurance.
September of 2012, we had a flood, a pretty major flood.
If somebody had a fire, if somebody got hurt,
And after the floodwaters receded, everywhere you went, every yard you looked into,
Talkeetna came through for you and pulled for you and did for you.
people were cleaning up, but nobody was doing it alone.
In order to really succeed with the things you want to do in life, you're going to need a little help somewhere along the way.
Politics aside and all that BS, you know, we are still a really tight community.
I got a heart that loves so strong. If I ever loved you once, I'll love you whole life long. You're the reason I write and sing these songs. So just find your voice and sing along. Oh yes, find your voice and sing along.
This is the Alaska lifestyle, and that's kind of what we're all about this whole weekend is the Alaska lifestyle.
The only thing we have to fear is fear itself.
A couple years ago, we had to deal with a huge snowstorm,
Yeah, and earthquakes. Be afraid of earthquakes.
but this year, we had a 7.2 earthquake.
Yesterday, about 8:30 in the morning, we had a magnitude 7 earthquake.
So we are kind of battling that, and we're kind of preparing ourselves to know that it's not going to be a record year.
We're expecting that numbers are probably going to be down tonight.
And that's a little heart-wrenching for us because last year we handed out over $30,000.
We almost hung it up for this weekend because we weren't sure where we stood with pulling this off tonight.
At this point, the attitude is very much the show must go on.
Even though there was at least 30 women that didn't show up that had tickets, we just sewed that many more at the door.
Maybe we're bringing it back around and getting the locals more involved and representing Talkeetna.
And it was a smaller crowd, but they still opened their pocketbooks, which is great.
We really didn't think that we were going to raise almost $20,000 tonight.
What it says to me, it says Alaskan women rock.
You can't do it without the guys. The guys are it. They're the shit.
Mushroom